Good evening and welcome to the Marshall Hangout with myself, and today I have the very wonderful Wandile Mbambeni. Hello.
How are you doing, Kerry-anne?
I'm so good, thank you.
It's good to see you again.
It's great seeing you as
amazing.
always.
Yes.
Once, look at that smile of yours.
Yes,
right?
I'm excited to be back.
Yay! Well, it lights up a room,
Yeah.
and so does your music, so I'm stoked to have you. Thank you so much for coming to chat.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here. This is, music heaven.
Isn't it?
It is.
Isn't it?
Definitely is.
I often come here either to do a shoot or to pick up some strings or whatever it is, and I always leave with a uke, an extra guitar, bag, a t-shirt, you know.
No, it's amazing.
It is. It's a magic space, and I'm just so lucky to be shooting special episodes.
I'm
with
excited.
Special artists.
It's my first time here, so I'll be back. Definitely a lot more.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So I want to know your backstory, because we often get to party. I've been to so many of your shows, and it's always such a pleasure.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to meet, who was it? One of your family members on one of my radio interviews or one of your shows. But I want to know your backstory.
Yeah. For me, it hasn't always been music. So I'm catching up to those who learned music for years. It was always sports. I grew up sports family. I was playing rugby growing up. Played a bit of professional rugby. I dabbled with a little bit of professional rugby.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple of the guys I played with are now Springboks, which is really cool, which is exciting. I've got Springbok friends now.
Wow.
But it was always rugby, sport, cricket. I picked up the guitar 2010. 2010 was the year a friend of mine borrowed his guitar, and he lent it to me for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks I started teaching myself, and I remember at the end of that year, my aunt bought me my first guitar, and it's been my guitar since, and that's where it started changing. I guess if I didn't have a guitar around, I don't think I would have picked up music or would have been really interested in creating music. But I was a big listener of music, and I think that's where the love of music comes from in the family, is that we're big listeners of music. Often my dad would just play Oliver Mtukudzi, play Brenda Fassie, play Mandoza, Dolly Parton. There was a range in the house, and I grew up around a range. My mom as well, so there was a lot of soulful jazz, the Marabi kind of sound, which was really cool. So I grew up around music lovers, not music players. Okay. So I try and portray that as much as possible in my music, not so much to be the best music, but the best lover of music, so I can. I'm always trying to write from the listener's perspective, I guess.
Okay. And that's a completely different way of doing things, really. It's so interesting when artists come from something else before music, because we had the wonderful Femi Kuti here a few weeks ago, and he was into football and didn't know he wanted to be a muso either. So it's interesting because my dad played football professionally in the UK, but also had a band, and his band opened for David Bowie, so like it was really either cool. Sport or music, but those are the two things that I guess Femi was chatting to me about, what you're chatting to me about right now. And I think sport teaches you how to be in a band in some kind in a way, am I right?
Yes. I'm a solo musician, but I learned so many things, teamwork, being with people, working with musicians, and that's what it is. If you're in the music industry, it's not so much about being the greatest, it's the nicest. A lot of being the nicest person kind of gets you far, and I feel like that respect and that love and that passion and that dedication, you're drilled into it when you're in from a sports. I think there's an avenue for love. There's an avenue, there's a channel, there's a safe place for the love of the game. There's a safe place for growing that game, growing that talent, and I feel like a lot of people who just translate it to music, and that's what I think I did, even though I do miss being in a team environment. But those are my friends, those are my friends, and I do get to play with my band now and then and build that friendship. So it's basically team sport, It's I think that's what it is. I think that's what it's team sport, not so much jocks, but it's team sport and sharing a common love of something passionately. I think that's where it's the key.
So I think that was a good step or stepping stone for your musical career, I think. But firstly, we need to do a big shout out to whoever lent you that guitar.
Yes,
we
my
need
aunt.
to look into no. Firstly, thank you so much, aunt. One's aunt, thank you. And who was the friend who lent you that guitar for?
Alexi. I haven't spoken to him in a minute, but Alexi Carrera, if you're watching this and if you ever get to watch this, bro, thank you so much. You know, you did change my life. Look at me. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here playing music. So thank you for that. Thank you. It was at that 2 weeks where I knew the present I want for Christmas is a guitar. I don't want anything else. I want a guitar. So without that guitar, I don't think I would have pretty much wanted a guitar for a present. I would have wanted clothes or something, you know? Yeah. Clothes or...
And it's taking you in a whole new direction, which is incredible.
Yes.
So you started playing the guitar in 2010.
Yes.
You've made some really, really beautiful music over the years. And I think when you kind of hit the scene a couple of years ago, you did it with a bang. You know, you came in and you're like, I'm Wandile and I'm here to play beautiful music for you. And every time you've been on my radio show or we've shot with Discover TV, it's always been, I want to bring more. I want to bring an orchestra. I want to bring a choir. I want to make it bigger. I want to make it more special. And you're always just about bringing it, bringing the love, bringing the vibe. And involving so many people in your journey, which is so good.
Yeah,
so
for me,
cool.
I'm not good enough, so I'm not good enough, so I do like to work with people. I think I don't know if it's it's a very famous book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I think Robert Kiyosaki, but he speaks about that. He speaks about like the secret is actually working with people, knowing how to put together people to work your vision forward. So that I took really into something that I'm going to take it forward, because I do think working with people is the best way. That's how I can grow. So that's what I've been doing. I've been reaching out to producers I don't know on Instagram and Facebook, just to always search more, always search for something bigger, something different, something to grow. So I think I'm always on that growing tip. I'm playing catch up, like I said.
Growing, you die. You know,
yes.
I think you've got to grow until the day you cross over to the next place you're going. You need to be growing. Yeah, so I love working with people. Yeah, I know you do, and it's a really great. It's a great trait. It's a great thing, I think, as an artist in any field to learn from, grow, teach. Yeah. I think there's something organic and something very special about all of that. And talking about reaching out to producers, to other artists, while we've got you here right now, who do you want to work with? Which producers, which artists? If you could write your own story. I
wrote a whole list the other day, which is perfect. I wrote a really long list, and it was about local musicians and who I want to collaborate with. There's a lot of different... Ami Faku, Amanda Black, me and Vanna wrote a song, so I'm excited about that.
That's Vanna
Becker, Vanna Becker. So we wrote a song. I'm excited about that. We'll work it. There's people I just want to connect with because I feel like I've connected with their music in a special way. So Zoe Mudicha, aka Zonke, Lira. I wrote a number of artists. There's a lot, and I'm gonna try. So I wrote that list to be like, that's my 5-year plan.
You've got to write things down.
That's my 5-year.
Put them out into the universe.
Yeah, that's my 5-year plan to pretty much collab with all of them. You know, and just get into studio, whether I'm producing the song, whether I write the lyrics, whether I come up with the guitar part, whether my voice is on the song or not, just to get into studio and work with people, those certain people. I would love to do that,
If you or one of your friends knows any of those artists, share this video. Let's share the love, let's share the sounds and the music and create something really, really special together, because Wandile Mbambeni, watch this space, is going to make more and more magic as time goes by. You already have done something so special with Kwakumnandi. Tell us a bit about that.
Oh yeah, that was exciting. Kwakumnandi, first album, my debut album, but it came off the back of 3 projects. So I had 3, I was dabbling with recording a bit, and I had 3 projects, EPs, but Kwakumnandi was the first one where I was like, I'm going to be in studio. It's a full-on studio recorded, 1 studio, 1 home, 1 mix, it's all in-house. So, and that was my dream. I always wanted to do something in-house, in the same space, same microphones. We had collaborations on the album as well, but we had them in the same studio, so we didn't get them to send vocals or whatever. We had to wait for that perfect day. So I was all about that organic, and we used the same samples in the studio. There were coins and whatever. We kept it all in-house to the T. So to really sound unique and sound like a sound that has never been heard before, and I can take that and be like, yeah, this is not been heard before. But it was a great opportunity. I signed to Gallo album, and I just moved to Joburg. Yeah, I just moved to Joburg. I'm going to retrack it, but moved to Joburg. I'm staying in an apartment by myself for the first time. So this is everything. This is insecurities, this is emotions, this is my happiness, my sadness, my anger, how I view life. So I feel like I never had to challenge that or never had to deal with that by myself until that very moment. And I think it was a perfect space. I did everything different. I bought an examination pad and I put all the papers all around the apartment, in the toilet, everywhere. I didn't want to let inspiration go. So instead of writing face down, I wrote face up, standing up, so the words were bouncing to me every day. I don't know if it made a difference, but it definitely was different and it was nice. So that was a special album to me, very, very special.
I love the words bouncing back at you and writing upwards. Yeah. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, I try to be different. I try to not. I would be cooking and I could see the words, I could see the songs. So, and your brain is now is working and it's triggering. It triggers more words, it triggers more melodies. So you're always in that constant mindset of words, and the words are there. So you're forming these words you've seen rather than they're at the back of your head. So I wanted that. I was watching Ed Sheeran's songwriter thing, and he spoke about how just songs come like that, and it's because he wrote every day. He wrote every day. There were songs in his little notebook every day. He would see these words, so it became second nature for those words to live out. So, and that's what I wanted for my second album, is that I wanted to be natural. On my first album, sorry, I wanted to be natural. I wanted it to come out from a place where I see the words, and if you're coming in to visit me, I can be like, hey, look at my new painting, as if it's a new painting, but it's a new song. I'm like, look at this song, I wrote this.
Well, it's your piece of
art. What do you think of these words? So I think I'm going to do that again for my second project, whenever that comes, but I think I like that. I liked that. It's hard to do it single by single, but I think project on project is the best way to do it.
And what a great process. I'm loving that. Very, very cool. So your 5-year plan is to maybe produce a little more, collab, work with the artists that have inspired you and I guess motivated you throughout the years, which is super duper awesome. Very, very cool.
Travel.
Where do you want to go? Because travel is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And if you're lucky enough to do it, I say stay in a small apartment, drive a second-hand car, but travel.
Yeah. I like that idea. I like that. I haven't bought a house yet, so I'll take that up. And I don't have kids yet, so which is good. My dad is retiring this year, and I'm really excited about it. So I want to travel. I haven't really traveled I've never traveled with my dad, so I want to go to Kenya. I want to go to bits of Africa with my dad. But music-wise, definitely travel to first world countries where the music is happening. I want to go to Hollywood. I want to go to London. Go to the spaces where music is really taken care of, and then go to spaces where there's a huge culture of underground music too. So I want to go to Jamaica. I want to go to lots of places that are just brewing, music.
I think there's so much out there musically that we don't even know about, and which kind of blew my mind.
Japan.
You need to chat to, I guess, the Parlotone, Short Straw, those guys.
Yeah, I want to go to
Japan. They
definitely
give you some tips.
Actually, Japan.
Japan. I really want to go to Japan, but recently I've heard all about an underground metal scene in Nigeria.
Oh wow!
Which is just blowing my mind because I'm always so keen on learning more and kind of finding more music that I haven't heard of before. Yeah. And so for an African city like Nigeria to be coming up with a bunch of heavy metal music,
I didn't expect that at all.
No, nor did I. And I would love to go there, go to a metal gig in the middle of Nigeria, man.
Yes, I want to go to, you mentioned Femi Kuti. I love Fela Kuti, and every time I listen to Femi Kuti, I get reminded of Fela Kuti, and so I'd definitely love to visit Fela Kuti's old restaurant and place where he created music and created a lot of vibes. People hate that word. I think it's... ooh, I'm going down here. Oh, I think, I got it. There we go.
Do you?
I have it.
We've never had...
It's my weight. No, it's not my weight, I'm joking. Got it though. That was pretty smooth, eh? I thought I wouldn't get it too smooth, but I got it. There's tips on how to fall, Keep it smooth, don't be a meme. Don't be a meme. Don't be a meme. Keep it easy.
Oh, that's super duper cool. So, wow, yes. When you're there in Hollywood, go to Vegas. Take in the Rat Pack's music.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
After a while, I think even maybe 20 years from now, I want to go straight into traveling musician, like playing backpackers and, away from the mainstream type of stuff and just going and connecting with people. That's how I started.
Music for the love of it.
Yeah, that's how I started.
Right now, you got to focus on Wandile.
Yeah, you got to make money. You got to make money.
You don't need to make money anymore in 20 years' time.
Campfire Sessions. There's nothing like campfire sessions with people you don't know and you're meeting. And you're just moving around doing life, and a lot of songs came from that place. I wrote a lot of songs from doing that stuff. So I want to go back there. It's going to be cool. But after I've made the money.
Very, very cool. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you about music and about where you come from. Yeah. Good luck on your adventures and on your travels. I can't wait to see pictures of you and your dad. Yes. Traveling on a train somewhere or doing something special.
I can't even picture it. Like my dad is, he doesn't travel at all, so I don't remember my dad taking a flight. So this is going to be exciting. He loves his cars, man. The guy loves to drive everywhere, and so this is going to be exciting. It's new something. I feel like a little kid.
I'm excited. I'm excited for you and for everything that you're going to do in the future. You are so beautiful inside and out, and so is your music. So
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
The amazing Wandile
Mbambeni is in the building.
Wandile Mbambeni.
WM.
Yes, check out all the merch.
Yes.
Grab that on the gigs.
Merch is coming soon.
Yes. Reach out and grab his music, grab his merchandise, and support this beautiful musician because he is just that, absolutely beautiful inside and out. What a treat getting to spend the night with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, for inviting me to heaven.
I can't wait to see more from you. Thank you for coming to hang out in our very special little piece of heaven at Marshall Music. Wandile will be performing a song or two, which I just know is going to touch your heart. Thanks so much from myself, Kerry-anne, from Marshall Music, and a big shout out to Dee, to Dibs, and to Dane behind the scenes. And a big shout out to you and your loved ones.
Yes, shout out to you guys.
See you again soon.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Definitely. Thank you.
Live music up next. We love you.
My feelings alone, they couldn't be honest to you. I should have been closer to, babe, I should have been better. Your heart felt like home. This feeling comes closer to me. See, I just wanna hold you tight. Think I should have made you mine. I wish I wasn't honest. Some lies make you better sometimes. I wish I wasn't honest. When you realize, spoke about the truth. I didn't need the proof for that. I was in the news for that. This kind of love, this might be love. My feelings alone now, they couldn't be honest to you. I should have been closer to you. Babe, I should have been better. Your heart felt like home. This feeling comes closer to me. See, I just wanna hold you tight. I think I should have made you mine. Look, I miss the way you handled me, so carefully, so honestly. I miss the way you hold my hand. I don't want you to misunderstand me. I'm the only one that thinks you're underrated. Indlela ncoma ngayo, awuqala umhle. My feelings alone, they couldn't be honest to you. I should have been closer to you. Babe, I should have been better. Your heart felt like home. This feeling comes closer to me. See, I just wanna hold you tight. I think I should have made you mine. Oh, oh my, 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 my. Oh my, 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 my. Oh my, my, my. I think I should have made you mine. Oh, mine, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, mine. Ooh, my, my, my. Oh, my, 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 my. Oh, my, my, my. My, 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 my. I should have been closer to you. Babe, I should have been better. Your heart felt like home. Now this feeling comes closer to me, babe. I just wanna hold you tight. Think I should have made you